freedom.
iDiskiTV powered by World Sports Betting, iDiskiTimes.co.za. Stellenbosch 1, Orlando Pirates 2 in the MTN 8 first leg. It could have gone differently because sometimes you admire an effort. You go to 10 men down as a team, and then you're trying to manipulate this game. You go to, how can we get to the last 45 minutes without losing this 1-0 lead? Well, they tried. It's Stellenbosch. Unfortunately, they failed. Well done to Orlando Pirates. Patrick Maswangani, the key holder, opening up. Uyavala. Umdanam. Angena Orlando Pirates ngohoto no lipasa. Orlando Pirates are in a very good position now with 2 away goals. It means Stellenbosch have to go to Orlando and score 2 goals. Tso Vilakazi, former Orlando Pirates captain, what did you make of the game, sir?
Mr. Georgian Fit. Bulse wena Bulse Justice, Bulse Junior, in Bulse nane makhaya and support njalo iDiskiTV. Zobe njobe njalo ngichike futhi. Ezimnyama ngonkana zakhe police muzi ngamasipala zawenzo wawo. Ngitheni mina ngaf time.
Mr. So-and-so.
Hi. Mina, the Pirates, they put themselves in that position, Mr. Nkeo, where they need to be behind, where they're supposed to lead. Why Shunjalo? Because the main factor would take a game without Umufukeng, whereby Umufukeng, the past games, he's been starting the games, been doing well. Ulipasa, you'll see Ulipasa have combination play with him. Usaling, Umaswanga, they come to the party because back on good the combination so that's where the Pirates they nearly lost a game, and good changes from Pirates, even though I think Mina they did it late when I'm saying, because when the team Baba shorter, you can wrap it up early, immediately you can make those changes. You can make those changes so that you don't have to mind so push his card to make decisions and make changes, because that's what Pirates did. They've waited and waited, and then now they see we've got about 25 minutes left. Now it's a problem. Now we need changes. Now we must push. And but nevertheless, Mr. K, I don't know, man, Steve Parker.
Maybe let me ask you a straight question, because Junior kind of touched on it. I think sometimes, Tina, there's something called suffering from a paralysis from analysis. Yeah. You suffer a paralysis from analysis. So, which is cool. You guys are expert because you used to play football. You were a legend, one of the iconic players to play in South Africa. But I think there's an element, we are suffering from a paralysis from analysis. Every day for 4 years, thousands of videos, millions of views. I think that there's a point where we kind of underestimate how difficult a difficult a position a coach is finding himself in. So, ubunzima bala situations is baqaseguyo. Like, I think for me, automatically, I think where Steve Barker got it wrong was to take 2 of them out, is strikers or 2, but I think the idea, I see it. I'm like, okay, 1-0 down, we're 1-0 up, but we're 10 men down. We're gonna play the whole second half shorter. I kind of understand. I get it. I'm like, okay, you're gambling here. Obviously, if you play an open game without having any plan, you're going to lose anyways. This one maybe is the difference between losing 2-1 or winning 1-0 or losing 4-1. If you are naive and chase the game, you could concede more goals. I don't know how you see it. Let's break it down. So, Werner, what would you have changed? What would you have done better in his position, Steve Barker? And also, most importantly, do you believe that nobody knows Ubuza 1-0 as a coach standing there? Do you think realistically, playing against a stronger team, Bapelele when you're shorter, would you have been able to succeed in last 45 minutes in shorter?
Mr. Geo, I feel for him. I feel for him as a coach that it's not easy, Mr. Geo, to play Nabandaba Pelelo shorter. It's not easy. Like Aaron Keo says, what you can have all the stars a team in Yako, but playing against Pelelo short is going to be difficult. But one thing that Emilang Bonguti, he made a mistake. Yes, for me now I was going to take out Udiyong out and leave Orenas. Orenas, why? He's going to be a point of reference whereby we can, when we get a point, because there were moments where I think Steve Barker saw it. We needed somebody up front. You know, if Renas was there, and I remember Renas, he's got speed. Yes, he's got skill, and sometimes he can score. You know, he's a player that keep him there. You can put a defender and say, okay, because I lost a defender at the back, Dijon come, then you put a defender Lapayan, and then you leave him alone there. Then he'll choose the sides where he will make those runs. And then, because the sad part is that when you take out all the attacking players, you bring midfielders and defenders. The sad part will happen is that you're gonna win the ball. I always say this: yes, fine, you're gonna defend, but you're gonna win the ball. What are you gonna do when you win the ball? And then they were frustrated, those players, because now you saw Ulontuzana Umteto now making those runs up front. And remember that when Umteto moves in that central position, he moves, he makes a run. When they lose the ball, now he needs to come back again and chase here. So I think that's where he made a mistake. You know, yes, it's tough. It's tough. Pirates Mapelele, Pirates, the media changes. But I think if Berenze Ranjalo, it was going to make it maybe more difficult for Pirates. Maybe it was going to get away.
So on that point, it got more difficult. So I'm remembering this game now. Yeah. It just ended. Sage Stevens probably made only 3 saves.
Yeah.
So that is, you see, like, it's a game of calculation. You take your chances.
Yes.
If you have an additional attacker instead of an additional midfielder or defender, then Sage Stevens saves more. Sage Stevens works more because you don't have enough bodies. I understand, like Melupuma, because we always say that. Yes. Against Sundowns, it's 11v11, you guys are defending too much. How are you going to get out? We always say that. But with 10 men, you can take, you see, besides the scoreline, the 2-1, right? You can take the idea here that whatever he's tried to do, it worked to the extent that it made it difficult for Pirates to have easy shots on target. Yeah. And unfortunately for him, the 2 that were on target are the ones that are goals in the second half. Yeah. Maybe there was a third one, but whatever it was an easy save for Sage Stevens. Yes. If Pirates took 3 shots on target, only 2 went in and 1 maybe was just an easy save for Sage Stevens. However, if you have more attackers, then you are a little bit more open. Yeah, but so I think Gulendo Yoba make it difficult. I think the plan made it difficult for Orlando Pirates. I think with 10 men, they were always going to lose anyways. With 10 men, Stellenbosch, better Chiefs Stellenbosch with 10 men, because that's how difficult it is. It's like against Chiefs, I think Stellenbosch had a chance. Yeah. Against Pirates, I think Stellenbosch had a chance. Yeah. But the moment you lose that one guy, it's very difficult.
Mr. Geo, I agree with you, Lapo, but one thing that I'm saying when I look at the game, you know why he made it easier again for Pirates was the whole, I would say, most of, let's say 40 minutes yonke, it on the half of Stellenbosch. Yeah. Because everyone's back. When you know, there's one thing that sometimes coaches we make a mistake is when we need everyone behind the ball. When you put everyone behind the ball, mind you, in your half, now you've got 21 players. So in Stellenbosch, they had 20 players in the half. So when you've got 20 players in your half, chances are very slim for you to get out of your zone. So that's why yes, it worked a bit. But now the thing was, Stellenbosch will win the ball. But win the ball, again, they lose it in the half because they don't have a point of reference. Because if by winner, they know Renas Ukona Lapaya. Now they can also breed. Now again they can also push. To the halfway line. At least the game will also give Pirates you guys don't sleep at the back. You know, this guy is very smart. He's got speed, he's got skill, he can score. Right. But now, I think that's where, for me, now, I think coach will change up because if we keep the in Renas with the way he did it in terms of let's come in the midfielders and defense, let's be compact, let them play in front of us, it's okay. But when we get it, then let's hit Renas.
Right. Is it all over for Stellenbosch? Can they still come to Orlando and score 2 goals?
No, it's over, Mr. Kim. You know when you get red cards like this, you're gonna struggle for the next game because now you've got Titus, key player. Now we've got this boy Mulwe Sana is a key player. You know, when you've got two, and when you look at these two guys, you know, he's a key player up front to Titans. He's a key player at the back. You know, it's almost like uSpanel coach Sako Guti usele nge speaker one man. As he too says Pumile. So it's not gonna be easier for him for the next coming 2-3 games. But well, Uzo Zanjani needs to social on as a coach.
But in this tie, do you still see them? It's 2-1. They need 2 away goals. Do you still see them in this tie? Gule your MTN 8.
No, it's over. It's over, Mr. Nkeo, because when you look at the goal by Correle, for Mina, I question the goalkeeper because I always believe and that's how I coach. Ogoti, when you put somebody with a pole, anything else around pole, it's your responsibility. So that's a mistake for me. That's a mistake of the keeper. Other than that, if they can fix that, goalkeeper, good. If Mangabeng Begum the first pole, then the last pole, then I don't see Stellenbosch coming back. It's over.
There you go. Thank you very much, Mr. So-and-so. There you go. That's Stellenbosch losing to Orlando Pirates at home at the Athlone Stadium. They are in a very, very poor run of form. They've been losing a lot of games. Maybe it stretches to 4 matches consecutively, or maybe 3 as well. Who knows? But Orlando Pirates move on to the second leg with 2 away goals. Thank you very much for watching us. It is iDiskiTV, iDiskiTimes, World Sports Betting.